Microsoft unveiled the Xbox Series X at the Game Awards 2019. And we've had some info since then. Let's get into it. Alright, everyone, so today we're going to be talking about Xbox Series X and why cross-gen isn't such a bad thing. Now, I just want to get out the way that I've seen Digital Foundry's videos and they have multiple different takes on it. And I respect it. I respect different opinions on it, but I'm leaning towards it being fine. And this is why. It's a different time. It's a different era. Things are different now. We have consoles running on the same architecture, x86. And here's the thing. This generation, we've had plenty of good games. A lot. And if you look at them, really, other than graphics, fundamentally, all of them could have been last-gen games. Like, really think about it. Other than the graphics department, games this generation aren't doing anything new. Now, with that being said, next generation, we're going to get pretty games. We're going to have bigger open worlds, more live open worlds. But people tend to forget that this generation, a generation in which where it was completely different architecture, for the first few years, almost everything was cross-gen. Even when the consoles launched, the games like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Need for Speed, Battlefield, Call of Duty were all cross-gen. No one complained, but guess where the majority played them? Current gen. Everyone bought it. And then there were later games in the cycle, such as Rise of the Tomb Raider, Forza Horizon 2, things like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Lego games, sports games, Wolfenstein The New Order, Far Cry 4, Dragon Age Inquisition. All were a few years into the generation, released on last gen as well. And no one really complained. Not really. And then we have the outliers. These are the games where they launched on last gen as well, but they had totally different things removed. So we had Shadow of Mordor, had the Nemesis system removed. We had The Crew on last gen, which had nowhere near the amount of detail. We had Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which didn't even have the single player campaign last gen. We had Titanfall, which launched at 30 frames per second last gen. And here's the thing. People played them on current gen. There are games that launched on both systems that could have fundamentally been on last gen, but they weren't. And I feel like some games were just current gen only, just for the sake of them being current gen. And here's the thing. I don't like repeating myself. Everyone keeps saying these games are going to be held back. They're not. Scalability can actually happen now. We have proof of this. Look at the Xbox One X, right? And the PlayStation 4 Pro. Both of those games have Rage, for instance, running at 60 frames per second. On regular Xbox and PlayStation, 30 frames. And it's things like that. It's proof that the scalability can work. The Xbox One X dev kit can have multiple different options on it where the developer literally just has to hit a button and it can scale the game. And you have all these people going back and forth online all the time saying games are going to be held back. We're not going to get the full potential out of games. The truth is, and the facts are, is that we don't see the full potential of games till many years into the generation. And people all of a sudden forgot that Microsoft already announced that all of these games from their first party would be cross-gen. But it's news all of a sudden because they said it again. And I just don't get that. I get it. It's January. It's the month of the year where we get the least amount of gaming news. So people are talking about it. It's easy. I get it. It's easy to clickbait. It's easy to constantly talk about and drag it down. But Microsoft has more information out there about their next generation console. They have more hype going on about their next generation console. They go into E3. that's a topic for another day. But Microsoft are making all the right moves going into the next generation, and people are complaining about cross-generation games when, in actuality, most games are going to be cross-generation anyway. Assassin's Creed is going to be huge this year. It's going to be cross-generation. The Batman game will be cross-generation. People like to reach, and I don't like that. PlayStation games. Some PlayStation games first party will be cross-generation. Some won't be. But here's the thing. Microsoft is deciding to give their consumers, the ones that have bought the console in the past year or two, value. They're giving them the trust in the product, the confidence. But Sony, and I'm not saying either or is the bad way to go, but think about it like this. If you've just bought a PlayStation, and some of those games are only on next generation, well, you can't get them. But another thing with that is, I don't think it's realistic to think that either next generation console will launch with any games, even if they were exclusive to the system or not, couldn't fundamentally run on current generation. Because games haven't evolved that much over the past decade. They haven't. Aside from graphics, shorter loading times, and, well, bigger open worlds, nothing's really changed. Not really. Now, we will have games on the Xbox Series X that will push hardware. We've had developers from Microsoft say that they're going to do that. But you have people trying to clickbait and say that they can't do it and say that it's just going to be a current gen game. Well, to that I say, you have no idea what you're talking about. Should I believe a developer making Halo Infinite? Or should I believe someone that clickbaits or websites that clickbait? I don't know. But I'll say this. I know for a fact that Microsoft are going to push their next generation hardware. They wouldn't make a super powerful console to not push it. That doesn't make any sense. Why would that company, Microsoft, invest all that money into a next generation gaming platform and not push the hardware? It literally makes zero sense. At all. Now, I just want to say this, that people will have many different opinions on this topic, and I may talk about it again in the future, but I think too many people are just trying to make it into an issue, and I don't see it as such. But I'm going to end this video with an update. Last year, with all the stuff going on in my personal life and whatever, I couldn't get out videos regularly. Now I can. But it's been January and be like on the 16th and I've only gotten out one video. It's going to be more consistent from now on. A few videos a week, need be. And a lot of big projects coming, such as podcasts, bigger videos, more topic videos, more reviews, hardware reviews, unboxings, stuff like that. And some entertaining videos I have coming down the line, because I have a lot to offer on this channel. So if you want non-clickbait, non-forced negativity Xbox/gaming news, I've got plenty of that coming. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. Share it on social media. And yeah, I'm out. I hope everyone has a bloody good day.